Hello, and welcome to the Woo Gypsy Podcast. I'm Taylor, your host. I know I'm a day late getting this one out. Unfortunately, we did have to put our puppy dog down on Saturday. So, yeah. So I've just given myself a little bit of time. I did not finish the magic. I did not finish manifesting, my manifesting program thing from the Mind Magic book. But I did want to still get an episode out this week. So I am going to tell you guys about some of the things I've manifested in my life. And I've got 3 or 4 big ones at the end, of course. So, excuse me, sorry. So yeah, I've got 3 or 4 big ones at the end that I'll tell you about. And one of them is how I manifested my daughter. And my little sister. Yeah. Okay. So, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I'm also videotaping this, so this will be on YouTube as well. Sorry about all those so's. I just realized I said that a lot. But yes, this will be on YouTube. It's going to be the first video that I've done. And my little brother told me that I should do it, so shout out Anthony. What's up, what's up? Okay, so let's get into it. So I've been kind of manifesting stuff my whole life without really realizing that I'm manifesting it. And this might seem a little controversial. I used to be more religious than I am. I, believe in all the mumbo jumbo, but I feel like it's really closed-minded to think that there's only one finite, being, whatever. But when I was younger, I was more identifying with, Christian stuff, because that's just what my family did. And so I just wanted to kind of tie that in here. Just, I feel like praying is a way of manifesting. And one of the big things that I manifested, my little sister, which I will tell you about at the end, came from me praying. So whichever way you manifest is fine to you. I just wanted to say that right off the rip. Okay, and then some little things that I've manifested through my life that I wanted to hit on is songs. That has been a fun one. I'll think of a song in my head and I'll be like, oh, I really want to hear it. And I haven't always had the money to pay for, Spotify Premium or whatever. So I still just use the radio on my car a lot. So I would think of a song and be like, man, I really want to hear that song. And then bam, turn on the radio and it's playing. Another really, really weird one that I just manifested the other day was my seat warmers in my car. So the 2 things I've always wanted in a car is seat warmers, because I'm a freeze baby. Excuse me, sorry. Seat warmers and a moonroof, sunroof, whatever you call it. And I have leather seats in my new to me car. And I was thinking, I'm like, man, oh my God, what the fuck? Sorry if you hear that. There's a truck going down the road with a trailer. I was like, it's not garbage day. Why does it sound like a garbage truck? Anyway, sorry. But yeah, so I have leather seats, and I was like, why don't I have a seat warmer? Could not find a seat warmer. I'm like, where is the seat warmer? And I looked all over for the button, all the places that I've seen it and cars that I've been in before, anywhere that I thought it would be. Couldn't find it. And then I was just thinking about it. I was like, oh, man, I really wanted a seat warmer. Like, usually leather leather seated, like, cars with leather seats usually have seat warmers. So then the next day I get in the car, I immediately look over, and there's the fucking seat warmer button. I'm like, what? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where the fuck did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Like, what? I've literally looked all over, and you just appeared. And it was like right there, plain as day. And I'm like, that one was weird. And now that one, I feel like maybe I just didn't look close enough. I don't know. But I thought I looked close enough. And also with manifesting, that's the thing too, though, is your brain, you're like rewiring your brain to look for the certain opportunities to achieve what you want. So, like if you're looking around at your environment and you're really wanting, like, this might be a horrible example, but we'll say, I really want an orange. I'm looking at my oranges right now. So, I really want an orange. And so in your brain, you're going to start like looking for orange, I think. I don't know. I'm probably completely off base. But basically, I have read, and in Mind Magic, he does talk about how you're rewiring your brain to look for certain opportunities. And so maybe you wouldn't have noticed something before, and now you're noticing it. So, all right. And I apologize because I'm recording this. I'm not editing. So I totally would have edited that stupid fucking orange thing out. But we're just going to run through. This is going to be one big run through. And my daughter is sleeping. And who knows how long she's going to nap for, because she's been napping for like 5 fucking minutes at a time. Another little thing was a watering can. I really wanted a watering can. I wanted it at the beginning of the summer. It's now obviously October. But I am very big on secondhand, vintage, used items. I don't really like going and buying new things unless I really have to. And lucky for me, one of my neighbors is moving, and they put out a perfectly pristine, good watering can. I was so excited. It was exactly what I wanted. And so I'm like, cool, I finally manifested that. It's the end of summer, it's beginning of fall, but whatever. At least I have it. Like, I'm not gonna be upset. But that was cool. Another thing, I have my couch and furniture and curtains on here, but I don't really remember the story behind those. I know I got my couch and one of my chairs from my cousin, but we were like actively looking for that, so I don't think I really manifested that necessarily. Also, my car I kind of manifested, because I was manifesting and doing visualization, and I wasn't really specific. I've always wanted a Volvo. Obviously, since Twilight, I wanted to be Edward, okay? And his name is Edward. It's Eddie Boy. Shout out if there's any ratties listening. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. But I have a Volvo, and I always wanted a Volvo. Obviously, I never got one until now. And when I was visualizing, I just kept picturing like an SUV, larger car that was a dark color. And that's literally what I got. Again, though, I wasn't specifically looking for that when I was looking for a car. I was just looking for a larger vehicle because we have, a shit ton of kids to carry around. So, okay, I totally did edit there and cut some out because I accidentally said the city that I live in. Not safe. Anyway, that's my true crime mind talking. Not, like, nobody would probably care, but I was like, I'm gonna get murdered. Anyway, my house, though, I manifested my house. I feel like, maybe. I'm not sure. I was looking for a house in a specific area. I accidentally said my city last time. I was looking for a house in a specific area. And obviously, like, lower rent. And I have pets, so I needed something that accepted pets. And I found the one that I'm in, and it did not accept pets. So I was like, all right, whatever. Okay. And I kept looking, and I kept looking, and then I don't know if it was like a few days or a week or what, but I heard back from my landlord, and they were like, you know what? All right, we'll just charge you a pet deposit or whatever. You can have your animals. And I was like, cool. So I don't know if I manifested that or manifested them changing their minds. I don't know. It was a little while ago, so a few years ago, so I'm not sure. All right, now we're going to get into the big ones that I've manifested. The first is, I'm going to talk about one of my car accidents. I'm not sure if I manifested this. This is one of those unclear kind of ones. My boyfriend was looking for a new vehicle, and we went to go look in one of the really populated cities near us. And I knew, it's like, I don't know if I manifested this or if I'm just like psychic about certain things. And, like the songs playing on the radio, like thinking of a song and really wanting it to play and then turning on the radio, it's playing. Am I psychic or am I manifesting? I'm not sure. It's like a gray area. Let me know your thoughts. Comment on this podcast or send me email. Send me something. I don't know. Comment on something. But yeah, so we had gone to look for the vehicle that he wanted to look at, and I just kept telling him, I was like, we're going to get in a car accident. We're going to get in a car accident. I just know it. We need to like pull over somewhere, and we're in a spot I didn't know in this city. Like, I'm kind of aware of where certain things are in the layout of this city, but we were in a spot I had no idea where we were. And so we were about to get on like a highway kind of thing, and I was like, okay, as soon as we get on this highway, the next thing that we can pull off at, we're gonna pull off at, and like stop at like a fucking McDonald's or something. Or there's a Goodwill. I think I was going to a Goodwill, and I was like, when we stop at this Goodwill to look for a second, like we just like need to take a breather. We need to I need to take some deep breaths or something. And literally at that light, the car behind me slammed into me. My fucking glasses went flying and everything, totaled my car. I'm super upset. So, sorry, there's a motorcycle. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys. But yeah, so not sure if I manifested that. Not sure if I'm just like kind of psychic and I was like, I knew this was going to happen. All right, then the next one is my little sister. Now, this one is like how I was saying at the beginning where I was praying, because I used to pray instead of manifesting. I didn't know what manifesting was back then, because she was born when I was 11, 10. No, I was 10, about to be 11, sorry. And so obviously I had no fucking clue what manifesting was. I didn't have a hippie as a mom. I had a Christian Bible thumper as a mom. So I would pray all the time. I went to my dad's every other weekend. So I wanted to still be able to go down the weekend that I was supposed to see my little sister. And so I was praying that she was going to be born at a certain day, on a certain day of the week, so that it would kind of time out perfectly, because in my 10-year-old little brain I was like, okay, she's going to be born this day, they're going to be in the hospital for like a couple days or something, I'm sure, and then they'll be home, and then I can still come down, and then I'll still be able to see my little sister without waiting forever, because I didn't want to miss the weekend that I was supposed to come down, because I knew that she would be a month old or whatever. I wanted to see the, like fresh little baby. And lo and behold, she was born a girl, because that's what I wanted to before we found out for sure that she was a girl. I prayed that she was a girl. I have 2 brothers. I wanted a sister. That came true. Cool. And then she was born literally almost to the day of when I wanted her to be born. And I was able to go down and see her. And now I don't think my dad came and met my mom halfway, because that's what we usually did. Because it's like 2 hours. So we usually would meet in the middle. But yeah, I think my mom, yeah, definitely drove me all the way down there, because I have a picture of my other brother from my mom's side. Yeah. But yeah, so I'd like to think that I manifested that. The other one, last one, I definitely manifested was my beautiful daughter. I have 2 boys already, so I really wanted a girl. And we went to our first ultrasound. I'd already been buying some girl things because I was trying to manifest a girl, because I was listening to The Law of Attraction. Change my life. By Francesca Amber. Love that podcast. But she manifested her twin girls. So I was like, okay, I've got to manifest my girl. So I was out buying girl stuff. And we went to my first ultrasound. I go in, and my boyfriend kept saying that it was going to be a boy. And doing the ultrasound, and he's like, ooh, did I just see what I think I saw? Like, I don't know if he thought he saw fucking penis or nuts or what. But the ultrasound tech was all like, I can't say, but it definitely, you might be right with what you're thinking, but I am not sure. I can't say legally or blah, blah. And so they were totally playing into it. They totally were like, it's a boy, it's a boy. And after that, he kept saying it was a boy, and I was like, no, it's a girl. I was like, it's not. I was like, I refuse to accept that. I was like, I know that it's going to be a girl. It's a girl. And I kept buying girl stuff. And then, ha ha ha, it's a girl. I won. Oh, I totally forgot too. The other thing that I have manifested was a few boyfriends. I didn't mean to leave that for the last one. I meant for my daughter to be the last one. But in high school, I had crushes on a lot of people. I thought a lot of people were cute. I'm not a picky girl. So there were a few boys that I had crushes on in school that I ended up getting with later on in life. One of them, my dear friend Nicholas, we ended up working at a Wendy's together. And yeah, the beginning of us getting together was not the best on my part. I had a boyfriend at the time. And yeah, that was just ugly. I was not a good person for that, but got better. So, but now we're like best friends, and didn't work out as a couple, and that's okay. But yeah. And then the other one was this like farmer boy, and I eventually ended up getting with him, and I left him for the other boy that I liked, which is who I'm with now. Because I was just dating the one dude. Don't worry, I didn't cheat. But I was just like kind of hanging out with him here and there. Oh, and he stood me up on Valentine's Day, so he totally deserved to be left. So, yeah. But I remember just sitting in class as a freshman talking about that certain boy to one of my friends. She really thought he was cute too. But it was just funny that somehow our paths crossed later in life. And yeah. And then obviously the boyfriend that I have now, I had a crush on him in high school. I lived a few houses down from his grandparents' house, and I knew that it was his grandparents' house. And so whenever I'd go outside, I'd be like looking and be like, is she outside? Can I get a peek? Can I get peeky poo? Because we went to high school together, but we'd been out of high school for a while. And I hadn't seen him, and I was like, I want to see how he's doing. I want to see, is he still super cute? He is still super cute. Still is. But yeah. So, I manifested my daughter, my sister, my relationship, my car, kind of my house, I guess. But yeah, anything is possible. I know it's kind of a long, rambling one that's, about me manifesting, but hopefully this encourages you and shows you that the insane is sometimes not that hard to achieve, but also sometimes it takes a little while for things to manifest and just to be patient and don't give up and keep thinking about it. Oh my God, I totally forgot too. I've manifested money coming to me in the craziest of ways. I'm not going to get too far into that because this is already a little bit of a long episode. But I've manifested money in super weird ways. It's not cash, it's not random income. It's just like the most fucking random shit. But yeah, I forgot to say that. But anyway, yeah, just manifest, visualize, make sure you're in the zone, make sure you're nice and calm, your body's, chilling before you try to manifest, number one rule. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. It is Friday. I will put this out today, October 4th. I'm sorry this was not out yesterday. I was trying hard to keep that Thursday thing. I tried to film this yesterday, didn't work, but yeah, it's out today. Whatever. All right, I love you guys. If you want to watch, this will be on my YouTube channel as well, Woo Gypsy. I'll link it down below in the podcast description or episode description. And send me in. I'd like to do like a listener tales thing. I always love listening to listener tales on other podcasts. Shout out Morbid. That's my favorite for listener tales. And yeah, so if you manifested anything crazy, just send it in. And if I get enough, I'll read them on here. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.